getting counter. Right, here we go. First map of the finals. Bitpoint GG versus Bitpoint Academy. Big stuff to come. We've got first map, Bitpoint's pick, Cash, and then Mirage, Bitpoint Academy's pick, and then Inferno is the random map if it goes down to the third map. Now, just got the knife round for sides. Looking like Bitpoint Academy's won that one.
They have. How you doing then, MJ?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm buzzing for this final. Welcome, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us here. And it's going to be a good final. I've been watching the semi-finals all afternoon, and Bitpoint GG, they've just proved to be a good force. I watched their game against Enable.
Enabled,
they were just... Yeah, it took me a second to realise. Really good. And I thought Enable were actually going to take it, so well played to Bitpoint, and we're going to get underway then. It is the Academy team on this T side, and early on just sit up for this little AXQ, not going in too early. Nothing too quick. It is Matt and Mad Specs to try and at least hold on to it. Early damage done. Matt will get 3 kills. That's always going to be allowed. Karen, just get 1. Mad Specs, there's the other 3. It's all down to Smitty. He has been spotted by Kuma. What a start by Bitpoint GG.
Yeah, it's big stuff. Like, Bitpoint Academy just kind of all grouped up, and their plan was obviously to just sort of all go out together, but Bitpoint were just ready for it, playing anti-flash, and Matt G went huge there. Brilliant stuff from him, to be honest. Hitting his shots, well good.
They are forcing out Bitpoint GG. Just pistols, Bitpoint Academy, they are also forcing out themselves. I hope I don't get confused reading out these two teams. 3 does a bit of damage, but damage also done to him towards B. Academy team, they've just split up here early on, not rushing again into anything.
You're just waiting for some kind of aggression from Bitpoint. They're not going to give it to him, though, and that boost was very, very well played. It's smart stuff.
Really good. The Academy, they've not really done anything based off this. They're still just playing it slowly. Possibly looking for some more picks.
Ooh.
It's like bit of aggression there from Kuma. Lunatic can get the kill. Academy, they have decided, I think they're deciding to take the bomb B. They seem to be a bit unsure themselves at this point. A minute still to play.
Yeah, CTs have got like a lot of map control, and it's really forced the T's back, and they're all kind of just in garage and outside of A main. But obviously right here, Matt G, he's right up in A main. He's going to get taken down, and I mean, this is an opening for Bitpoint Academy now. It's all on Mad Specs on the A side to hold this one out. Rotation coming in, but Bitpoint got to make their move. They're running out of time here.
Yeah, Vex is just keeping on highway. He's just a bit unsure. Actually, both angles. They are now going to push out. Might have been caught off guard there. There's some damage. Lunatic gets 1. Vex there is the refrag. Bomb only just going to go down 15 seconds. And Academy, they're both low. Josh gets taken down. Alex, a nice shot there. Vex fits himself in a 1-on-1 after taking down Alex. Oh. Don't know why Lunatic was peeking that. Vex, a second kill for him, and a second round for Bitpoint GG.
Yeah, I mean, almost lost that one. It was getting pretty close. Vex did well to salvage it, but obviously that late aggression from Bitpoint Academy kind of caught Bitpoint off guard.
Academy team then just going to be left of pistols and the smoke in the hands of Josh. Much stronger buy for the GG side on our first. And 4 coming out also in the hands of Vex. Going to be a very quick round here, Vex. 1 kill. Try and get a second, but Lunatic can get the refrag. Got good mid control here. Damage being done.
Pretty good trade on mid.
Yeah, it was a fair trade. The Academy, they've actually just actually chosen to regroup, so I'm heading towards B.
It's definitely the smart thing to do. They picked up the M4. They can all just fall back, regroup, try and hit a site. Well, team kill there.
Oh. Shot by him.
Tell you.
2 nice headshots there at the end. Has helped Bitpoint. The academy team, there wasn't really a lot they could do, but as you said, they did pick up the M4. But I think that little team kill in there didn't help their situation either.
Yeah, it didn't help at all. And Bitpoint's patience there, like Toey, just sitting in that corner. Could have faced earlier, but he didn't. He just sat in the corner, very, very patient, waited for them to run past, and then he could just pick up those 3 kills straight in the back of the head.
No AWPs out yet in the 4th round here. They are able to buy out fully the academy team. Alex does take down Matt G. Don't know why he's been fairly aggressive. An advantage to the academy team early on here. Cuba's actually been boosted into the vents here, so has a good bit of control of this mid area. Academy team just a bit split up at this point, playing a bit of default. He's trying to find salmon foam.
It's a good boost from Kuma as well, because obviously, like, Bitpoint rotation's just come in now, but they'd given up mid presence, and having that guy in vent just kind of cuts that off.
Exactly. The academy team slowly going to be working their way towards B. Time is starting to tick away. Only Mad Spec's really available to hold the site. Can get the 1. Early kill.
Gonna get traded out though. Oh, Alex! Through the smoke. That was dirty stuff.
That nade also dirty as well. Karam is going to clean up Terry at the end. The academy then going to finally pick up their 1st round on a buy round as well. Just what they wanted. Bitpoint, they still have a lot of money to work with still. And they've opted actually to force out an AWP. And a mixed buy really coming up from the CT side.
Bit of a weird one. 3 pistols and barely any utility is a weird choice. Very weird choice. But, I mean, if Toey can do bits with the AWP, then it's worth the investment, I suppose. And sacrifice. Alex, that's huge entries. That's big stuff there. And again, all around the academy. This is the curse. This is the curse that Vex was talking about.
The AWP then left standing for the CT side. It'll be safe if Tui can at least try and hold on to that. 5 players still standing for the academy. So really good, strong entry. And if Tui can at least hold on to this AWP, then not all has been lost. But I think really it just came down to that awkward buy right at the start.
Yeah, I mean, all these players here have got fantastic aim, and if you've got a CZ and you're being faced off with an AK, you've got barely any chance of getting that. It's not really worth the investment.
Second round then for the academy team, and they keep all their weapons, all 5 players left standing, and they've still got loads of utility. As for the CT side, not looking too good. Most likely going to be an eco here.
Yeah, and again, I mean, Bitpoint have saved that AWP, but no one's actually buying around it, which I think is a smart decision. But I mean, unless the AWP goes huge here and gets at least 3-4 kills, then there's not really anything to do with it.
Yeah, the CT side, they need to be careful with it, because if they lose that AWP, not only is that lots of money gone, it's a very dangerous weapon, and it's not a weapon you want to lose, really.
Yeah, you don't want that falling in the hands of the academy.
Good push up here, though, from mid. Smitty and Lunatic get these early kills. And they have essentially open up the A site here. Josh gets another on Matt G. Kuma, though, that's vital kill. Does get bombed down. Smitty with the refrag. Oh, here comes the AWP. Want to kill for Tui, but he's backing off.
It's going to fall right back. Save it again. Team maybe we'll pull out a buy next round. Won't be a great buy, but they looking like they might just about be able to buy if they wanted to. Buy around that AWP. And maybe they can actually do something with it.
Smitty is just keeping an eye out, just looking, possibly trying to find them. Don't reckon they will find two of them. So it will be a third round that Bitpoint pick up. Third round in a row. And another bomb plant money is starting to stack up now for the T side. That's what you need, especially on what could be considered quite a CT side of the map.
Yeah, there we go. So they're buying the rifles around the AWP. Not a huge amount of utility, and like the FAMAS as well, but it's enough. It's decent, and obviously they don't need to buy head armor as well because they're against the AKs. So maybe Tui can do something with this AWP this round, and we'll see actually like how this pans out. He's going towards B this round as well, and going for that aggressive angle. So.
Early kills here. 2 kills for Alex. Kerem also does get 2. Alex, a third for Alex. He's doing some stuff this round. Kuma then left alone. They've not actually got the bomb plant just yet, so... Nah. I think he'll be given... I think they'll be able to get this bomb plant. Kuma then 4 and 1.
There we go. That was a weird round for Bitpoint. They were kind of just like Ferrari peeking A main. It was a bit strange. There was no real need for that aggression, and 3 of them just kind of sacrificed themselves. Like 2 of them died, and then the third like kind of went in to get the trade, but he was never going to win the fight because there was 3 guys there. So
now early on here, I have noticed that Bitpoint they are being really aggressive towards the A garage area, and if you're losing men, especially on the A site, it's quite dangerous.
Yeah, because taking A is quite hard. Like, if you're going into A main, and if somebody's like, the CTs are just hiding on A site, then there's a lot of angles that you've got to check. Whereas if you're just giving it to them, if you're literally just peeking A main, giving them easy kills, then you're pretty much just giving them A, like, very, very easily.
But if you just get 2, again, you can see this aggression from the CT side. Another kill for Smitty. The CT side, they're just really just pushing these angles. And it's a bit unnecessary. Kerem gets mad specs. I'm actually going to be left alone with the Deagle, but it's the right side. Might find something. Lunatic's not going to give that to him. So again, all 5 players left standing. Bitpoint Academy, they lead Bitpoint 5-3.
Building up a big bank as well. Look at the money on Bitpoint Academy, and like in 15k, 13k, another guy with 15k. That's huge amounts of money, and that's a big cushion if like they start losing rounds. They've got probably 3 rounds of being able to buy before they actually have to eco.
Such a strong position. The Academy team this round, they are going to be heading towards this B side. And again, we've spoken about this CT aggression. They're just peeking the angle and checkers. Really risky.
They were going to tag up Kerem though, and I mean Kuma's going to fall back, and I think that little bit of aggression was good because he didn't like over aggress. He got the tag, or I mean he hit the shot. I don't even know if he knows that he tagged him, but as soon as he misses the shot, he falls right back, goes over to heaven, takes a better angle, and that's exactly why.
1 kill for him. Matty G coming in, can get 2 with a spray. So going to be left down to Kerem with an AWP. Very low HP. 3 times it right, might find something here.
Ooh.
And get Vex. Has spotted another. That's Kuma going down, and he wants this to do as much damage as he can.
He's checking all this close angles. Little does he know, no one's there, but so he spotted the scope. Surely, there we go.
Bitpoint with GG then finally going to get back into this. Their fourth round, it's taken them a while, really. And the Academy team just going to be calling this time out just to try and get back together.
Yeah, I mean, Bitpoint took the first 3 rounds and you're sort of thinking, oh, okay, like, they're quite comfortable here. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of came a bit slow for Bitpoint. They lost a round and all of a sudden the Academy like stringed 5 rounds together. Obviously, like, Bitpoint coming back into this, quite important now. That's why the Academy have called this timeout. They basically said, right, okay, we're going to reset them now because Bitpoint's money isn't too good. So they've invested a lot into this round. And if they reset right now, Bitpoint Academy could easily take this half.
Yes, the economy they built up in the early rounds does favour them, and if they play it right, could just about kill off the CT side early on.
I mean, obviously they're just able to comfortably rebuy this round and next round.
Bob then heading towards the A site. Early on. Damage being done, but Vex is at least admitting his position to them, or revealing his position.
You notice as well, this CT aggression's kind of reeled in a bit, especially over on A. Like, Madspec's got a little bit aggressive on mid there, and he's got into vents, which is a very good angle to have. But, like, that A aggression that they were really, really strong with Bitpoint, that were, like, the first few rounds, they were just pushing into A main. They haven't done it this round.
Actually, he's going to get taken down on A, and that does open things up a bit for the Academy team. There was one player, Vex, still able to hold us, does proclaim the AK at least. Kuma and Madspec will pick up further kills. Smitty does get one back, though. We're in a 3-on-3 as Bomb does go down on the A site. Vex, he's been allowed to creep in. 1 kill for him. There's a second, and he might want this third here. Karam, no, 1-on-1. Oh.
That's a big clutch from Karam. Big stuff.
Also going to hold on to that AWP as well. Brilliant clutch, but I noticed Vex was just caught in there. He was just sort of sneaking in the smoke. He did so well.
Yeah, it was very, very well played. Just T's definitely did not expect it at all. Sometimes you kind of throw a smoke, and if you're not thinking about it too much, you just expect it to be like a wall, and you don't expect anyone to go through it. But someone like Vex taking that aggressive stance and going straight through it, and finds himself 2 kills in almost the round.
Karam gets 1. Smitty, another for him. It's a complete mess at this point. It's all going to be down to Kuma. Just have an AK in hand. From an eco Bitpoint, they've done well here. Lunatic just going to clean up right at the end there. That felt like a bit of a messy round from the Academy's perspective. It was an eco, and it will be yet another eco. Pistols coming out. Bit of utility for Bitpoint. The economy so strong for the Academy team here. 7-4 they lead here on cash.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Bitpoint, they should be able to buy next round, but even if, like, they win that round, Bitpoint Academy, they're still just going to be able to keep rebuying until pretty much the end of the half now. I mean, Alex, that's a nice AWP shot to be hitting. Big entry there.
Kuma is trying to do some damage, at least in response. Can't really do anything, though. The Academy, they're floating towards this B site, and at this point, B's completely clear. Bitpoint, they've completely evacuated the B site. If Academy, if they time this right, they should just be able to push in and get the site.
I mean, sooner or later, they're going to realise that it's empty and that Bitpoint have gone for a full stack towards A. That's an unfortunate read from Bitpoint there.
But still, quite a nice execute out onto the site by the Academy team. And they've done well. They've cleared out all the angles, but they haven't needed to because the site was clear all along. Bomb go down. And now the pistols of Bitpoint have to try and at least claim what they can.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Bitpoint Academy get greedy right now and get hungry for these kills, because obviously them killing the Bitpoint players like isn't really doing much because they're not saving anything. But the economy is so strong for the Academy team right now that they can afford to just hunt. It would just sacrifice guns.
So he does get one in there. Does a bit more damage with a nade. Could do a bit of more damage here. Second for him.
More and more.
Lunatic and Karam, they do get further kills. Matt's going to be the sole player surviving for Bitpoint then. It's an 8th round, and Bitpoint Academy, they've pretty much got this half in their favour.
Despite the 2 kills there as well for Bitpoint, Matt didn't actually manage to salvage any guns, so they didn't really get anything out of that round except costing Bitpoint Academy a little bit of money, but at this point, isn't really a problem for them.
Going back into a bit of a default, the Academy team here. Both sides with a full buyout, so both sides will be playing it careful. Early on, though, Lunatic does get mad specs. And they're going for this mid control. Karam does get a kill through the smoke.
Terry's getting a bit wet there.
Yeah, watching that. I didn't actually know that worked or that happened. The Academy, they're still just playing it slowly. They don't want to rush into anything, make any mistakes. Looks like they're going to be an A hit for Matt to try and hold on to. Had support now through Vex. They hear this point utility being used. Academy 30 seconds to play with here, but 2 players for Bitpoint to try and hold on to this A side. Josh gets the first. Maggi gets 2 though. 2, he finds Smitty above and Maggi gets the other. It's all down to Kerem. 20 seconds, he's got a 2-on-1 clutch to play with here.
That was an absolutely excellent hold from Maggi. Those headshots, very, very clean, a very good hold, because Bitpoint Academy, if they'd have overrun him there, they would have taken that site very easily, got 9 rounds. But Maggi, very, very good hold from him. Solid stuff like we've seen throughout this whole tournament so far.
Brilliant play. Academy's still able to buy out fully though, so they've not lost too much here. This is a round they really want to at least push on. Pick up some more rounds. It will be a quicker round towards B. And again, they've just been allowed the free site. Tui does get 1 though, holding from checkers. Josh though does get a refrag and Karen gets another. Kuma, what can he do here from heaven? Not a lot as he gets smoked off. The Academy is just doing everything right. Utility being used perfectly. So quick, it's a 4-1-3 retake. Should Bitpoint choose to take it?
Yeah, another solid take, to be honest, from Bitpoint. They've gone in, they've used their nades really well and just flushed out Bitpoint, killed the players on site and pretty much made it impossible for a retake to come in. So, yeah, again, Bitpoint are in a position where they're just playing for these exits. And they're not really being fed them. Academy are doing quite a good job at just exiting together, not really feeding Bitpoint anything. They are going to take down Matt G as well. It's going to be costly. Kuma is going to get away with that AWP though, and that is very important.
Last round, Economy not favouring Bitpoint at all. As you said, all they can work with pistols is all they can really afford. The Academy, lots of money and not quite going to really invest in AWP. They've not really invested in AWP that much, the Academy. This first half. No mid control from Bitpoint. Will be 3 players, sorry. Towards A. G Been allowed one, but Mad Specs just holding on with the Deagle. Let's get Alex. They are on side of the Academy, and Mad Specs does get bombed down. Karam does get another left in a 2-on-2. Bomb though, not quite down for the Academy.
Yeah, they're really going to struggle to salvage this. I wouldn't be surprised if they just leave it. They've got plenty of time though. It's just they've got the crossfire here, and there's no way that Bitpoint are going to let them just have the bomb here. There's got to be some crazy kills.
Oh, Lunatic just messed up his nade there. Karam does get one. Tui gets himself on a 1-on-1, takes down Karam. But Lunatic does have bomb with him.
Tui has no idea where he is either.
Tui thinks there's a possible rotate coming in. Lunatic not left the A site whatsoever at this point.
Let's say it's a bit of a weird one.
Just a bit. Lunatic not quite sure really what to expect.
Just kind of walking around like, where's he gone?
Tui though has got himself in a slightly stronger position coming in from Car here.
Yeah, Lunatic's going to have no idea what's going on. You see that jump as well, it's just giving him away a bit.
Oh.
He's going to take down Tui though. That's a nice shot, and that's 10 rounds for Bitpoint Academy. That's a hell of a half.
It's a brilliant half from them. I think straight from the off, the CT side Bitpoint, they looked so strong. They got those early kills. But Bitpoint, as soon as they got the economy rolling, they started to get with it. And the Academy, I think they just had some brilliant takes there, just pushing out on the sides.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the curse that Vex is talking about, the Academy team. Although Bitpoint just generally is stronger, and it's the stronger lineup. Whenever they play against the Academy, there's always these mind games because they practice together and they know each other's strats, they know what each other do, and it means that they end up countering things that other teams wouldn't be able to counter, and completely different kind of style of game that we're seeing.
The second half coming up very shortly. Chance for Bitpoint to really regain some rounds. I hope they did, of course, win this map. Didn't they play this map in the semi-final? Didn't they?
No, Cash hasn't come up yet today.
My mistake. Utility coming out then for Bitpoint, 2 smokes, 4 flashes. Academy do have a fuse kit to work with early on here. Bitpoint pushing into anything. Bit of a decoy being used towards a Tui, but Bitpoint they're going for this beast.
Trying to pull in a bit of a fake, trying to get a rotate going, but obviously it's not going to happen. And Bitpoint Academy just trying to sort of hold up this site, and Alex, 2 big kills from him.
2 big kills. Bomb only just going to go down here for Bitpoint. It's a 5-on-3 retake for the Academy team.
Alex has made it a hell of a lot easier for this retake to happen. Bitpoint going to hit some crazy shots to hold this one up here. Mad Specs going to find 2 and 2. He's going to find one as well, so it's a 2-on-2.
Smitty does get that one on Mad Specs. 2-on-1 is starting to favour the Academy side here. Smitty just going to get the defuse kit. Alex just has to hold this.
So he's in a good position though. Bomb's planted for him. It's not going to happen though. Alex, meat shield. And he's going to find 4 kills that round. That's big stuff from him. Very big round from Alex.
Well played to Smitty actually, because he had to run off into the sort of battlefield and essentially reclaim that defuse kit. And that just about did it for the Academy side. So well played to him. Yeah. And a good retake all in all. I think Alex was the one that really got that going.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously those kills on entry made it a lot easier for that retake to happen. If he hadn't have got those kills, been taken down, it literally would have been a 5v4 in favour of Bitpoint. But
with control coming in then, Bitpoint just been really fast and aggressive here. Alex has essentially lost mid here. Does get 2 kills. Does also get a bomb. There's a third. Josh with a kill as well. Alex can't quite get a 4K. Matt G then doesn't have an M4.
That was quite clever of him to throw that M4 out of the map. Knew there was no chance of him saving it, and knew that the other players only had SMGs. That's pretty clever from him.
The Academy, they can still invest in an M4, but they've got a bit of money to work with. But Bitpoint, the T side, they've finally got a bit of an economy rolling.
Yeah, they got something going. Still not as much as utility as you'd like to see, but could be enough for an execute.
Bitpoint, they were of course really aggressive on the CT side. Worth just seeing how they react really on this T side. And I think this mid control from them was vital, or could be vital in the next few rounds, the way I see it.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Bitpoint are playing like a really kind of open play where obviously mid on cash is really hard to hold. So you either got to invest 2 players into it, which is quite risky because it means that your other sites are quite open, or you just give it up, which is also quite dangerous because mid control is a really big thing. It allows you access to CT, to vents, up highway. But Bitpoint are just giving them control of it. That's a nice nade. Bitpoint are giving them control of it. It seems to be working quite well at the moment. So they're just holding these sites up solid.
Yeah, that was a brilliant made by Vex. Bitpoint, they are pushing towards this B side. Then Kerem does get 1. That's all he's going to be allowed though. Matt G and Tui do help give Bitpoint this B site here. Just got to get this bomb down to try and really strengthen this site take. 20 seconds. Oh, that's a good Molotov. They have to get the bomb down, and timing might not work out in their favor.
It's going to buy the Academy quite a lot of time as well. Like that Molotov, instead of Bitpoint just planting it elsewhere, they kept that plant spot because obviously it's planted for Matt G, but it just delayed that plant massively and allowed the Academy to rotate in, and that's a very good Molotov.
Matt G does get 1. Joshy though, left alone, and his position is known, can only get 1. Well, damage done, 2 going down. Mad Specs gets a kill, and that will be a 6th round to Bitpoint, the first of the half.
Yeah.
And quite an odd buy for the Academy. They're forcing out all they can. 2 M4s, 3 Deagles. Not much utility to work with once again, but an AWP is available to Bitpoint. Tui, they're not going to be allowed anything, or allowed to find anything, I should say.
Yeah, that's the problem with buying too heavily into the second round. If you do end up losing it, then you're really broken on the 3rd round because you'll have the people that only bought SMGs that like Lunatic and Smitty that can afford the M4s, and then the people who did end up buying the M4s 2nd round have left with Deagles. It's not very balanced at all.
The Academy, they're slowly sort of creeping towards the B side. I think early on it might be a B hit, so they are losing map control. At this point, all
from the Academy though. They seem to be on it like very well. Like all 5 of them are stacked up, ready for this retake to burst through, and there it is.
Vex 1 for him. Lunatic does get a kill with response. And 8 from 2, he does do a little bit of damage in there, but bomb only just going to go down here. Very messy. Bomb going to go down, and it's a 4-man retake for Bitpoint Academy.
That's what I was saying earlier though about these teams. It's very easy for them to read each other because obviously they know how each other play, and if a scenario like this round, they say, oh, okay, they've done this smoke and they've gone here, and that means that they're going to end up executing B kind of thing, so they can rotate over and have that stack like they had there. Bitpoint are going to clean up because they've got the superior firepower and better guns, but
Bitpoint did clean up actually that round there. 2 kills from Kuma, and Tui also got 1. And yeah, as you said, because they both know each other, they've got the fact that they can just sort of read each other. But it's also a case that it might be a case that because they know each other, they might have similar strategy.
Yeah.
This is interesting, actually, from the academy. All 5 players stacked towards B. Not gonna find anything, though. Tui of the AWP, just holding that angle. That's been an angle both sides have really sort of been holding. Point not quite pushed onto the A site yet. Still quite a slow execute. They're on site now, and they've got the A site slowly going to be bringing the bomb over as well. So they should be able to get a bomb plant here, but it's a 4-on-5 retake, and I don't really know what the academy can do here.
I don't think they can really. I think they've just got to maybe go for some exits, see if they can make this round as expensive as possible for Bitpoint, but also maybe salvage some guns, because their economy still isn't great. Like, they're going to have a really bad buy next round if they do buy into it. It's not going to be strong at all. They'll have to have a couple of FAMASs and players with lack of utility. So
for Bitpoint, then an easy execute and pretty much an easy round for them as they cling on to their 8th round then with a bomb plant. Start of a possible comeback then.
yeah, all made sure to exit together as well, so they didn't take any casualties. And if they did, they could trade them out and make sure that the academy couldn't save anything. Academy are going to be able to afford 5 M4s though. Reasonable amount of utility, obviously not as much as Bitpoint, but it's decent. Might just be enough.
I mean, the way the academy might see it is they can actually afford to really lose at least a couple of rounds because they've got this 4-round advantage at this point.
Yeah, they don't have to heavily invest into a round just because if they don't win it, they're going to lose. Like, they've got this 4-round cushion, and obviously they don't want Bitpoint to be trying to close the gap too much, but they have got this advantage that they can play with.
Alex did get 2 kills here, but bomb does go down for Bitpoint. It's a 4-on-3 retake, and an AWP still available for Bitpoint. They're going to go for this, actually. Maggi does get 1. Josh does trade another map, but that's always allowed. Josh and Lunatic going to clean up. Good retake from the academy. A 13th round to Bitpoint Academy.
Good kills to both of them. Same with Alex as well. And 13th round, Bitpoint, they've still got the money to rebuy into this, like, easily. It should have an AWP as well. Interesting to see if they will actually buy an AWP.
Just looking at the scoreboard, 20 kills for Alex. He isn't quite the top. The leaderboard, 17 kills for Kerem, Lunatic, and for Tui as well, over on Bitpoint.
Yeah. There is going to be that AWP on Matt G as well, and the buy's actually looking quite a bit stronger for Bitpoint than the academy. 2 FAMASs on the academy side, and finally they're going to try and take a bit of mid control because they've been giving it up pretty much the rest of this game, and now they've got that control, and they might even counter boost here.
They read the situation quite well. Alex has had 1 kill. He does respond. 2 kills for him, and he also got a nade kill in there as well. That's good for him. Bitpoint have this mid control now. Is it going to be enough to at least push them on to pick up yet another round?
Depends. Bitpoint, they're going towards the A site, which is the kind of more heavily armed site here. They'd be walking into 2 players rather than if they went to B, there'd only be 1. Also, this flank as well from Kerem.
This is actually really, really dangerous here. He can get something.
Well timed. Ooh, Tui though. Absolutely closed out, and Matt G did well as well, watching behind, knew that it was a possibility that the flank could be coming in, and possibly he heard him, but it was good. It was good stuff from him.
Timeout for the academy side gives both sides a chance to really regroup, work out how to really push on. And for the academy, I don't think they're really doing a lot wrong. It's just a case that Bitpoints, they're doing so well on the site takes.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. There's not necessarily any problems with their holds. They're just losing their fights, and trades can't always come in if the T side are coming in from all angles. Only thing I'd say for Bitpoint Academy is, if possible, that mid presence is really important. And obviously that counter boost didn't work, but just because counter boosts aren't working doesn't mean that you should just be giving up mid control fully, because mid control is very important in this map.
Massive factor. Academy then, they're going to be stacking most of their players towards mid. Just one player holding off towards aim. Don't know if he was pretending to be a decoy there, just making a bit of noise. Vex over on aim. Mad
Vex, big sprays.
2 kills for him. Joshy does get another. Tui just keeping an eye on mid. Does find one, and there's another. So nice.
Yeah, Tui doing well there, and you'd think, yeah, there we go. Vex going in, just cleaning up Josh. Quick and easy.
Now, the academy don't have a lot of money to work with, so Bitpoint have got a chance to really close in on the score and at least pick up a few more rounds.
Yeah, definitely. Just closing the gap. And it's gone from kind of being relatively one-sided, 10-5 half Bitpoint Academy, and Bitpoint have kind of closed it up, and obviously Bitpoint Academy are on a full eco right now, so it should be another round on the board for Bitpoint, and then you're looking at 13-11, and that's a pretty balanced scoreline.
Pushing in, getting this A control. Oh, don't really have control here. Mad Specs, 2 kills. Tui and Vex, further kills for each of them. Alex has fired 1 in there with a USP. But they know where he is now. Kuma's going to go hunting down. And Alex is about going to escape. But he can't run away for too long. So Bitpoint, I thought we going to pick up a 11th round here. And surprisingly, they're actually not hunting for him. I don't know if they're actually opted to hunt for him or not. I think they are.
So Vex has called a pause for Bitpoint. Assume it's tactical, but I mean... Oh, is it? Ah. No, it's a toilet break.
I mean, for the rest of them, it could be tactical, technically. It's all that Red Bull he's been drinking. I remember one of the players said when they joined the server, "Oh, this is just finished my 2nd Red Bull of the day."
Yeah, it was Josh.
Good old Josh. We're not supported by Red Bull, but we will. We would like to be. We are though supported by ChallengeMe.gg and Nitrous Networks. We thank them for their support of this. Feel free to check them out.
Yeah, they got links down in the stream panels.
Oh yes, we got a nice little beautiful stream panels done by our designer. Thank you, designer. Back in the game, and Academy bringing out 2 AWPs here, and that's 1 gone down thanks to Matt G. Sweet and Josh, 2 kills or kill a piece for them.
That's what we like to see, though. Bitpoint Academy finally taking a bit of mid control, and it's working for them, because Bitpoint, they've been so used to taking mid that they're still boosting people up. They're still taking mid, and obviously they're just walking into the trap of Smitty and Josh there. But I've seen that Bitpoint Academy were just giving it up earlier on in the game.
Bomber is heading towards A. Lunatic, the run player, to really try and hold on to this. Does finally get some support from his teammates. Alex, there's one for him. But he gets the other. It's all down to Mad Specs. Does have bomb with him, but not in the best position. Over at Forklift, there's one. Nice little taps.
Ooh. They know where he is. Surely no chance here, but if he... more damage he does, more expensive he makes it. Bitpoint Academy's money isn't too huge, but going to get caught off guard by Smitty there, and that's a good round. Brilliant throws from Alex and Smitty there as well.
Bitpoint, they've actually got a chance to really close the gap. They've got lots of money to work with now. If Bitpoint win this round, they could have essentially reset. Oh no, they wouldn't reset. The Academy, they'd have a little money to at least work with, so Bitpoint, this is their chance to get a comeback going.
However, if they lose this round, two players can buy into it, but like Tui has absolutely no money whatsoever, so it wouldn't be a brilliant buy. They would not be able to full buy if they lost this round, and there would be that potential for Bitpoint Academy to run away with this one. And obviously this is Bitpoint's map as well. This is their map pick, so Bitpoint Academy.
I just saw Matt G messed up his smoke. I felt really sorry for him. That's what you get for smoking, kids. Not good.
Again, as I said earlier, though, Mirage second map pick, bit of a weird one. Bearing in mind, like, it's very clear that Bitpoint are very strong on this map. 16-4 and enable on it earlier. Bit of a strange pick, but
talking about picks, Joshy did get picked off by Kuma there. He did get one kill, but Bitpoint, they're pushing out here. Nice shot again by Kuma. He takes down Lunatic. I'm gonna get down. Mad Spec's gonna get Alex. And now we're in a 4-on-1, and Smitty gets taken down. So down to Kerem. Quite a close angle. The off of Matt. They were going to take him out 12-14. And here's that reset for the Academy side. They've got no money really to work with.
yeah,
Point they've got. Go on.
Big potential for Bitpoint to come back here. Like, they've built up a bank and they've kind of reset Bitpoint Academy to the point where they're on a full eco here. So very, very, very likely it will go 14-13, and could even see an overtime here, which would be pretty crazy.
Again, another alternate strategy coming up from the Academy side. All 5 players stacked towards the A side. We've seen them stack the A side before, but not quite like this. Quite odd.
Might work, though.
Kumado being quite aggressive for Bitpoint. GG the T side, just clearing out the angles. Isn't going to find anything. It's really hard to sort of hype up when one player's towards a side against 5 others.
Oh.
Talk about hyping things up. Bitpoint, they've actually opted to go towards the site the Academy team are camping.
There's a chance they could just run straight into a stack here. It just comes down to aim, to be honest. Oh, look at that spray down.
2 kills for Kuma, 2 for Vex. 2 he got a team kill in this, but he gets 1. But can he find 3 more? Him and Vex is toying with each other. Actually, he's going to get the bomb plant. They needed this bomb plant 20 seconds.
Smitty is going to go find an AK, though, which maybe he'll go for this retake, but without the Kevlar, I think and probably just end up saving it.
It does look to be falling back, trying to hold on to this. Bitpoint Academy need everything they can really cling on to. Oh! It's going to work out in Smitty's favour.
Ooh.
I'm really sorry. I hated watching that.
Yeah, that was not tasty.
13-14, then Bitpoint closing the gap. Closest comeback. And the amount of overtimes Bitpoint have been in today, I think they don't want any more.
Yeah, really can't deal with it. They should be able to take this round, though, because we got a very good buy from Bitpoint. And obviously, Bitpoint Academy, like we're seeing 3 from us, is the UMP. And I mean, the AWP on Alex, if he can do something with that AWP, then maybe the SMGs and FAMASs will be irrelevant. But Bitpoint with the superior aim and the superior gun should be able to take this one.
Although the Academy have actually been relatively aggressive. Kerem was quite aggressive towards mid. Has his garage control now. Olympic just messing up a little nade, not too tasty. The Academy seeing that just playing this slowly. Kerem does eventually get spotted from mid. Joshy does get Kuma over on A side. For Bitpoint, they are falling back. Possibly just going to fake out the A site and go towards B. Which might not be too good, considering Alex is on B, holding with an AWP. To see this utility being used and just being forced out of position here. And there's the first kill for him.
A nice shot. He's got a face off Manji, though, and Smitty. That's big from him.
Rex. 3-on-1 retail, or I don't know what it's called at this point. 3-on-1 situation he's left in. Just have the bomb plant. Bitpoint Academy, they're just grouping together. I have to time this right. Vex has to go huge here. To spot one.
They hit it together. They double face exactly what they're doing. Absolutely no chance of Vex getting both of them there. And Bitpoint Academy played that well.
Really well played, really smart for them. They are going to also get an AWP. Get 2 AWPs, sorry, off that.
And an AK, then nice little loot sesh off of that 10-second defuse. And that's put Bitpoint Academy on that point. So
Bitpoint, though, I think they've got enough to buy. Yeah, they've just about got enough to invest in everyone. Mad Spexus drops, yeah. 2 AWPs here, Academy. 2 rounds for Bitpoint to try and get back into this.
Bitpoint, they're going for that mid-aggression again, but 2 AWP shots. Kerem and Alex picking that up early.
Tui does want to try and find anything. He's just about going to escape. Not quite, though. Tui does get a kill. 3-on-4 here. Tui just want to try and find something else. Kubik does get another. We're back in a 3-on-3 situation here. Tui has to push forward now. Bitpoint. They've lost the bomb. Joshy does get Tui. Down on 1 HP. It's going to be tough. Bitpoint, they've got a group together and they're opting to do so towards B. They have to find one player, that is Kerem. He's got a good angle of the AWP. Does get it first. Matt G does have time to work with, but again, the Academy, they're just working, they're just waiting to group together. Matt G and AWP versus 3.
Try and clutch this one out, otherwise he's going to end up losing the first map. And 26 HP, he's missed a couple of shots, surely not happening. There we go, Kerem gets the kill and the defuse. That's going to close out the first map for Bitpoint Academy, 16-13. So we're going into the second map, Bitpoint Academy's map choice, which is Mirage.
We will, of course, have a little break just before we head into that match. So stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Right, here we go. We are live. Ninth round. Second map of this series. The finals of ACS League powered by Nitrous Networks and ChallengeMe.gg. We got Bitpoint Academy versus Bitpoint again. Bitpoint Academy took the first map on Cash. And now we're over to the Academy's map choice as well on Mirage. See if they can close this one out. They've won the ninth round, so they get to pick their side. I'm assuming they'll want to swap.
They've decided
to stay. Interesting.
Now, I'll tell you what, the Academy did really well on the first map, considering Cash wasn't their pick, it was the main team pick. So the fact that they took that map, and this is their map pick going into the second map, they've got a good chance here of closing out this series and winning this tournament. Bitpoint, though, they did so well in that first map, especially with their comeback from being, 10-5 down to lose at 16-13. Don't count them out here, Bitpoint GG.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to go to the third map, honestly. But Bitpoint Academy all just stacking up towards A. Possibly just going for a fast contact play.
Contact play most likely. Only one player holding the A site for Bitpoint. That is Matt G, and Utility already closing him off. So Torino does find one kill. Kuma,
shots from Kuma.
2 pivotal kills. Mad Specs gets another headshot. Kerem does get one in there, but Lunatic gets another. And Lunatic left alone this 1-on-3. Bomb, though, not in his favour either.
Yeah, Bitpoint have all got good afterplants here to just hold the bomb. Nobody needs to face. Lunatic's got to be going around picking them off one by one, which I don't see happening, bearing in mind Tui and Madspec's got a good crossfire going here.
Good position for both of them. Lunatic has picked up a USP. Whether that means anything, too sure. It's a good little bait there, too. He does get that last kill. Bitpoint then, 1-0 they lead.
Yep. Very good pistol round from then. Kuma with those shots and connector. They were very nice shots and very just impactful, to be honest, into winning the round.
Well played to Bitpoint. I thought they were struggling considering they only had one player at first to hold that site. So a very good retake from them.
Yeah, I thought they were going to lose it too. But well played.
Will be a B hit then from the Academy side, second round. They have invested in pistols. Bitpoint, they've invested in 2 scouts, interestingly enough, and some SMGs and FAMAS as well, and also got a bit of utility to work with, Bitpoint.
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel bad. I'm kind of saying everything. You're just like, yeah.
No. It's fine. Bitpoint, though, they're just flying out through apps. They're going through the Molotovs. They're taking a lot of damage from that fire, and they're just going straight into a crossfire. Taken down completely. Kerem is going to find one onto Vex, but not going to do a lot. And I feel like going through the Molotov. Maybe they didn't have a lot of choice, but seemed very, very stupid. They all took a lot of damage from it.
Not too good. Vex got 3 kills there, 2 for Kuma. And again, Bitpoint not quite upgrading just yet, just sticking with their second round buys. Bitpoint Academy just locks, and it will be possible mid-rush here. Just see what they can do. Kuma.
Oh, big
Easy.
spray downs from Kuma. 4 kills.
Hate to say this, only eco frags for him, but still a nice little 4K to get your side underway. Academy side going to be able to invest finally into this map. Okay, is coming out. All 5 players. No AWPs out for either side just yet.
Finally going to see a buy on buy though.
But they have upgraded to M4s as well. Quite pivotal. And they have just gone back to a bit of a default 2-1-2.
Yeah, again though, there's only one CT player on the A site, so either there's got to be a quick rotation through connector here, or otherwise they're just going to lose this site. Everything's smoked off, and Bitpoint Academy are able to just walk straight on.
That was a good play by Kuma. Got 2 kills there on the site. Was in a good position. Josh just find one to make it a 3-on-2. And Josh has got 2 players he could easily find. Hey, a nice shot by Tui. Puts himself in a 2-on-2. But Kerem does get Vex. We're just going to opt for the Famas instead. To make it a good position and an easy clean up for him. First round on the board for the Academy. And starting things off just as the first map started.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It was a solid round from Bitpoint Academy there, though. Again, Bitpoint, like, only having that one guy on A just doesn't really seem to be working, because obviously on pistol round it worked because connector wasn't smoked off, so Kuma could get those kills in connector, but that rounds like that where jungle, connector, CT gets smoked off, having that one guy on site just isolates him, and obviously a whole team's going to be able to overrun him and take the site easily. So
Bitpoint, I'm going to say Bitpoint have played this really risky. They've been really aggressive. They played 3 players towards mid early on here with a full buy as well. They've also got an AWP available to them. It's amazing how they've got that mid play. Alex trying to do some damage. Can't find anything though. Kuba gets one in there. I think that's all he's going to find for now. As he backs away towards shore.
yeah, it was very risky, but it kind of paid off because Kerem didn't face to try and trade it or anything, so Bitpoint basically just got away with a free kill there. And they've still got that aggression as well with Toei, just still sitting up in top mid, and I don't know if, I don't think Kerem knows that he's here. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He's walking straight past him. That's a free kill.
Also an AK gain for Bitpoint. Time ticking away for the Academy team. They've got to really choose a side and stick with it at this point. 3 players against Bitpoint's 5. Adspects gets about 1. And the position's good. Matt G does get that poor lunatic after he got 2, but in the end, Matt Point's going to be allowed to clean up. Academy just looking a bit shaken. And I think they're going to... They are investing pistols into this. Point out a really good, healthy buyout for them and AWP. 2 AKs and 2 M4s.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Bitpoint Academy run a double eco anyway, so they might as well invest into it, which is what they've done. You really just want them to be finding something out of it, and at the moment they're just getting completely shut down, not going to find anything there. So, yeah, it's unfortunate for them.
Exactly. Yeah, round for Bitpoint. And money somewhat stacking up for Bitpoint. It's not amazing at this point, but they do have a bit of money to work with. Academy again, just pistols for them. I think it's just going to be a cricket execute, just try and see what they can do here. A split. Matt just fired one speed. Just get one in there, but that's brilliant for Matt. A nice spray. Alex is going to refrag.
I think their aim there was to get the bomb plant, and they almost got it, and with 3 kills. That's a very good eco. Unfortunate for them they couldn't get the bomb down, but to get 3 kills on an eco like that, where you're just pretty much waterfalling out of Palace, very good.
Really smart. I felt Matt was... He did so well there. He was in a good position in sandwich, and a lovely spray down he did there. Really good.
Yeah, I agree.
The Academy not investing in any AWPs just yet. We'll have 5 AKs to work with them. Again, Bitpoint GG, they're going for this mid-aggression. Gonna find anything as of yet, though.
Yeah, they're just falling back. No need to over-aggress. They've got big round advantage, big economy advantage. They don't need to do anything too crazy. However, on the other hand, Bitpoint, they really need to do something, really need to pull something out of the bag here to get back into this. Otherwise, we are looking at a third map.
Smitty down to 1 HP. Does get 2 kills in there. Vex and Madsplex do find trade kills in there as well. Bombers heading towards B. There's a little bit of a fake in there towards A as well. That G just being sandwiched in slowly but surely. Awaiting support from his teammates here too. He does get one. There's Smitty down. At the end there, Lunatic.
Time in there as well on short with I think that was it Smitty on short? Not too sure now, but
I'm not sure.
Turned away at the wrong time and probably would have had that kill easily if he hadn't have done so.
So for the Academy team, this is their map. It's not really working out in their favour at this point. The Eagles, ZZ's coming out for them. Bitpoint, a nice good buyout and a bit of a planned execute coming out here. But they need these frags really to really do anything here.
I mean, they're eco frags, but they're clean eco frags, and Lunatic and Kerem though, they're going to get that bomb plant. They are going to find 2 kills. That's pretty big stuff. Possibly a third as well onto Madspecs. He's very low.
Tui being aggressive, does get one. Look at another though. Smitty get 1 kill in there. He was left in a 1-on-3. Easy round and an easy retake for Bitpoint. In the end, they pick up their 8th round. They're leading 8-1 here on Mirage.
Yeah, the Academy are doing well at taking the sites and getting the bomb plants. They're just losing out to these ecos. And at the moment, to be honest, the Academy team are doing better on their force buys than they are on their rifle rounds, which I think kind of shows that maybe they need to change the pace up a little bit with their rifle rounds. Maybe try and do something fast, because these fast like A plays that they're doing with pistols that are almost working would surely work with a rifle.
And you were right, the faster plays, even though they are just pistols, they are catching out Bitpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Academy really sort of feed that into one of their rifle rounds, it could be a lot more damaging to Bitpoint.
At the moment, they're just walking into them, they're feeding them kills.
We're going to take the early casualty then for the Academy. And they're just both sides really playing it a bit slowly. Matchy does get Kerem stuck up from under. Alex does have that info, but can't really do anything based off it. Bitpoint, all 5 players left alive for them at this one against the 3 players for the Academy. Again, they want to hit this A site, and Alex is in a good position. He did get 1 kill. He can get another. He could do some healthy damage here.
And Josh can find another as well too. That's a nice shot from the position that he's in, but surely not another. They are going to catch out Alex though. So it's all on Josh in a 1v3. Well coordinated Molotovs there, completely going to flush him out, and there's really not a lot you can do at all. Bitpoint Academy, they're going to whip out a pause. 3 pauses remaining for them as well. Obviously just trying to talk something over, basically saying, right, we need to start getting rounds now, because best case scenario, we're looking at 9-6, and that's if they win the next 5 rounds.
And even then, bringing sort of a performance like this onto the CT side, they might not be too confident if they switch over at this point, even if they do start to pick up some rounds. Bitpoint, the money's been stacking up for them. They're just doing everything right at the moment. Their retakes are too strong for the Academy. I think especially if Mirage is one of these such open maps where just possibly camping isn't an option. They might have to be a lot more hidden when they sort of in these after plant positions.
Yeah, I mean, and Bitpoint have just got a lot of momentum now. They've got a lot of rounds together, and it's going to be hard to sort of break that from them. But there we go. This is what I'm talking about. The change of pace, the fast rifle round.
Kerem's 3 kills in there for each of them. Kuma does get Josh though from Connector. Kuma's in quite a good position here to get another nades flying his way. He's had a lot of damage done to him. Bitpoint Academy, they've got bomb down. And they're clearing out all the right angles.
Kerem gets mollied out and he actually burns.
It's a 2-on-2 here. Alex spotted out by Kuma. That's well read by them. Got one more player in Smitty to try and find. Smitty, he's not pushing it just yet. Kuma just read that so well.
Easy kill for Kuma, and again, it's Bitpoint. They're getting the site, they're getting the entries, they're getting the bomb plant, but they're just losing out on these retakes. And I think it's just Bitpoint are just confident at this point. They've got the momentum of, well, the last 7 rounds and being 10-1 up, and they're just confident. They're peeking into things, and they know that they don't have to give Bitpoint Academy too much. They can fall back, play the retake, and that they will win the retake. Again, though, it's looking like Bitpoint Academy going for another fast play. It almost worked last time. All they got to do is get their afterplant sorted and be able to hold a sight from Matt G. Nice flash, and he's going to take one and just come away with it.
So you're going to push out a nice headshot by him on that. Vexo has the angle, can get one. Mad Specs also gets Smitty in there. Mad Specs, he wants to find his second. It's a good position here, but Bitpoint, they've just closed down the site already. And the Academy, they just look so worn out. Alex gets one. Can he find 3 more?
Bitpoint Academy. Another timeout as well. Just put that one in. They might as well utilize these timeouts. I always think this in games, like, you've got 4 pauses as a team, and 4 pauses is quite a lot. And I think, like, if you're losing some rounds, or even if there's like a big clutch and you just need 30 seconds to sort of calm down, you should always be using your pauses. And it's nice to see them like using it and actually talking over some stuff.
The Academy got the pump plant there, so that's something they will gain from that round. Considering Alex wasn't in the strongest position there, he did quite well to really get that bomb plant. And as you said, these fast plays, they have worked for the Academy, but it's just the afterplants which are causing the Academy to lose. It's either that or, especially on this map, I think when you... This map, it's so well known in terms of just positions, and either it's the case that the map's so easy to read, or just Bitpoint, they just know each other way too well.
I think it's just a very well sort of practice map with regard to retakes and stuff as well. Like if either of the, well, if Bitpoint are like playing retake servers whenever they practice or whatever, Mirage is like a very popular map for that, and you can really tell that they've been practicing their retakes with getting back that A site. When Bitpoint, they've taken it, they've got the bomb plant, they've got the smokes up. Bitpoint Academy has done that, sorry, and Bitpoint just come in with like a perfect retake every time.
Over mid, then the Academy trying to get some sort of mid-control. Kumino in a good position, gets one through the smoke, and there's the second through him. Tree did also get Josh in there as well. He's just finding kills through the smoke all over the place. Vex in the end cleans up Kerem. He did get Tui, the AWPer taken down.
There's a big spray through the smoke, and again, they're in a situation, Bitpoint Academy, they really haven't got a lot of money. They've got enough that if they wanted to buy, they can, but it's looking like they're just going to buy some Deagles and save a bit of money to save it for the last round of the half. But they really need to start getting a couple of rounds together here, because otherwise we are looking at a third map, definitely. Even with a 12-3 half, it's a stretch, but it's possible. But if they throw away these rounds, let it go 14-1, then absolutely no chance.
That would be a brilliant comeback if we saw that one.
Yeah.
Nothing really early on to say here. Matt and Tui do get these early kills. Vex with a kill on Kerem.
I'm just not understanding Bitpoint Academy's logic there. They're going for like these slow plays, but they've left the bomb like just outside B apps, like T apps kind of thing over by T spawn, but yet they've faced over on B, so they've walked up B apps and they've faced and they've died. But then they've also done the same on A ramp where they've faced and they've died, and it's like, surely there's just no plan there. Like they've just left the bomb behind and just kind of slowly peeked out one by one and fed Bitpoint kills, and it's just a bit strange, to be honest.
Yeah, they seem to be sort of holding a default. I just want to say Tui did really well. They did a nice little boost up onto short. There's a kill for him. Matt G also got Alex in there. And taken down by one. To the ground. Tui and Kuma and Matt G just going to close it off half time there. And then the second map of this series is Bitpoint GG 14, Bitpoint Academy. And the Academy's map pick 1.
Yep.
And
I said it before the game as well. Very strange map pick to be picking Mirage, bearing in mind Bitpoint stomped so heavily on Mirage in that 16-4 earlier on against Enable, who were like a good matchup. Like they were a good team, and Inferno obviously Enable won, and then the Cobblestone game went to overtime. So it was obvious that they were like evenly matched teams, but Bitpoint just completely stole the show with Mirage, and it seems weird for the Academy team to pick Mirage, bearing in mind how well Bitpoint did on it earlier. And obviously they're just replicating that again here.
20 kills for Kuma at the top there, 17 kills for Matt G. Bitpoint, you can see they're running away with this, and they just need 2 rounds to really tie up this series. So maybe they just need a pistol round and a force off it. Academy on the CT side then, they've got a chance to really gain at least a few more rounds. Josh E has a defuse kit available to them.
Bitpoint though, they're walking towards B, and there's only one player there, and that's Lunatic, to be able to hold this B site. No one's even really close to the rotation. So if they just fly out like they have done, unless Lunatic can do something big here. He's found one, but he's going to get instantly traded out. So Bitpoint have just taken the site with ease there.
Very easy for them. Academy still got 4 players to work with, a 4-on-4 retake. Kuma gets taken down. Matt G, 2 kills for him. Kerem finds his second. Mad Specs gets Smitty. It's a 2-on-1, but Vex can't quite. Oh, he's going to clean it out. Match point. Bitpoint GG.
It's well played there as well. Like Mad Specs, he sees the gun on short. Even at this scoreline, like he doesn't need to take the fight, so he just jiggle peeks it, sees that he's there, and then doesn't really face it and just lets him run into Vex's crosshair. It's just that kind of coordination that's so good, and it's just winning them every single round here.
Both sides then forcing up what they can, the Academy doing what they can to not make it too embarrassing. Good start then for Kuma. 1 for him. Matchy gets Alex. And this could be it for the Academy.
This aggression just isn't working, and 16-1 would be a big humiliation, but nice shots coming in. Josh E going to find 2 Deagle shots. Finally going to get traded out by Kuma, so it puts it on a 2-on-2. But you can't count out the Academy team yet.
Bomb hasn't quite gone down yet. Kuma, there's a kill for him on Kerem. It's all down to Smithy with ZZ coming from CT.
He's in a decent position. It's just like where they're planting at the moment makes it very hard for him to try and retake this one, and not going to happen. Kuma's going to find it. 16-1, absolute stomp from Bitpoint. on Bitpoint Academy's map. So we are going to a third map, which is Inferno.
Actually, looking forward to this one. Really, I just don't know what to make of that map. Really.
Yeah, big stomp. We're going to be taking a 5-minute break between the this map and the next map. So go get yourself a drink. Don't go anywhere though, because third map, big action of the finals of ACS League, powered by Nitrous Networks and ChallengeMe.gg will be coming up. this time if you want. Because
welcome back then to this final of the ACS League Season 2, powered by Challenge Me, GG, and Nitrous Networks. Welcome them to this final, guys. Bitpoint GG against Bitpoint Academy. It's been a long time coming, but this is it. This is our decider map. Nice round. This point favouring the Academy side, and they are going to take the Academy side here again on this decider map.
yeah, and it's obviously a big pick as well because this is the third map, the decider map. Obviously, Bitpoint Academy taking the first map on Cash and Bitpoint taking the second map on Mirage. So they actually won each other's map picks. And yeah, Inferno's the decider. And hopefully we'll see another overtime game, get a bit of hype going. Because if it's another stomp like the last game, it's not going to be as much fun. But
we need a close and enjoyable game. Get the hype going in chat. Get this shared around everywhere. It's going to be a good one. Bitpoint Academy, Bitpoint GG, two sides who know each other very well. And this is going to, one of them's going to win a bit more than the other. So the time to show it.
big frags coming in. Then the CT side doing that really big mid aggression. And Matt G going to find 3. Vex going to find 1 as well. So it's all on Alex now in a 1 versus 3. And, well, Bitpoint are just falling back. They're going towards A.
Why not?
Alex.
Fair enough. They've got the site to really work with.
Yeah,
Alex.
they know exactly where he is, so no reason not to. He's caught onto it, though. So, should have spotted him there.
Righteous. Alex was
Nice
seeing
shot.
what he could find. Wasn't quite allowed anything though by Mad Specs.
Yeah, nice round from Bitpoint there. A little bit of, like, the aggression from the Academy side was a little bit weird, but obviously Matt G just holding the back, and maybe if he wasn't holding the back, it would have been a very good play. They would have been able to get away with it, but him there, 3 kills, beautiful stuff. I'll let you.
Pistols around for the Academy side. Bitpoint investing in what they can. Not a strong buy, but it's strong enough for the second round then. Already Smitty going to be boosted up early on here. Over towards them. Point, they've not quite worked out where to go as of yet.
You've got a lot of control early on, though. Taking full banana control, force the Academy team back onto site, and gives them quite a lot to play with. Like, they've got banana, they don't have to do anything with it, but it's now an option. They've also got apps now as well, so they've got a hell of a lot of map control going on.
I'll be impressed if Kuma spots Smitty over on aim. 2 players being booted up.
The boost there, though. Lunatic gonna find Kuma. It's a good boost, really caught him off guard, but Bitpoint now, they're going towards B, just trying to explode out. Josh G gonna find 1, Mad Specs gonna trade it out, though. Little jiggle peek coming in from Alex. Going to take a little bit of damage, but he's going to fall right back. Wait for his team to come in and play for this retake. They've got the man advantage, so just play it slow. Everybody retakes together. And this could work out for them.
We've seen the Academy team, they're normally really strong in their retakes. Like, don't know how strong then.
Good flash in. They're going to walk straight into Mad Specs, though, and he's going to find 2 kills. So it's all on Kerem now, 1v2, got the UMP, but he's got no kit, so he hasn't actually got any time to defuse the bomb, so anything he does now will just be damage, economy damage, and he's going to take down Mad Specs. Nothing else he can do, though. He's just going to fall back, save that Kevlar and the Gallo.
That is something saved. Not quite enough, though. Bitpoint going to pick up the second round then. It did look a bit promising at first for the Academy as they started to retake, but Bitpoint, they were just holding the site. They were doing what they did earlier in their semi-final match. Looking all good so far. Bitpoint 2-0 they lead here. They are able to invest a bit more into this. The Academy just holding on to that UMP from last round in Kerem's hands. That is it then. Oh,
Kuma, nice shot through the smoke. These smoke spams throughout this series have been pretty crazy from each team.
Oh, absolutely. Probably brilliant. And Bitpoint, I don't think they know it, but they've got B site.
Yeah, full stack from the academy over on A, and I think they've just realised it now. They've got the site to themselves. Obviously got to clear out all those angles, all the corners, just in case someone's hiding. Don't want ninja diffusers to happen. That'd be a big upset, but...
Tui, though, is actually across towards A. Any damage he does here could be vital, especially economically.
Now they're just hunting. They want these kills. Kuma, 2 nice headshots from him. And Tui going to clean up as well. Find the 2 there. Nice shots. They're eco frags, but it gives you that confidence if you're hitting the shots, even if it's against USPs.
Exactly. Any kill you get, that's going to help motivate you and push you on as much as you can. Both sides are going to be allowed to buy out here.
Yeah, pretty even buy from both sides. Not a lot of utility, but Alex, Madspec's just going in, just flying up Banana, and he's going to get taken down, met by 2 guys. Matchy and Vex, though, done well to clean up after their teammate. Vex going to get caught with a nade in his hand, going to take a lot of damage. Maybe that nade will take him. No, it will not. He's on 1 HP, though.
Karam actually being relatively aggressive here.
Yeah, bearing in mind he's alone. Dangerous play to be this aggressive, but obviously getting that close, he's heard the steps of Maggi falling back, and he is going to catch him off guard there. That was well played from him.
3 on 3. Bomb wondering where to go. I think it is heading towards B at this point. They were opting to go mid, but they are choosing to go B. I think they might have read this relatively well. We do have Kerem crossing back over for the academy to at least regain as much control as possible.
He's going to get 1. It's going to get instantly traded by Vex, though. So, Bitpoint have got the site, and they've got a reasonable amount of time to get that bomb plant, get some good after plants. Both the Bitpoint Academy players are rotating in from CT, but problem is Vex on 1 HP. He's got to either be playing a bait position or find himself some kind of head glitch to sit in, but looking like he's going for the bait spot.
Time taken away.
There we go. Finds 1. Lunatic gets taken down, though, so it's all on Vex and Lunatic in a 1 versus 1. Vex, though, 1 HP, and he's going to clutch it out onto Lunatic.
That's a hell of a cool up. Considering he only had 1 HP for most of that round, he did really well there. Well played to him, Bitpoint. A 4th round they pick up. No economy for the academy side to work with this round. Bitpoint going to extend an early lead here, possibly get 6 rounds to their aim at least early on here.
Yeah, just based off the academy's poor economy, and I mean the academy side, they're stacking up towards the A site again. Bitpoint, maybe I'll end up walking into it, but they seem to be playing really slow, trying to work out the info, trying to work out where the other team are before they commit to anything. They don't seem to just be flying out. I mean, they've left the bomb all the way back down at T-spawn, so it shows they're not committing to anything just yet.
I think it also kind of shows how defensive both sides are really sort of playing it. Both sides really sort of looking for these early mistakes to really sort of pop up. A bit like that Lunatic just being spotted up by Tui there.
Lunatic facing and Tui capitalising on it. Same with Kuma there. They've worked out it's a stack, but they're absolutely destroying it. Kuma, 3 fantastic kills from him. Very, very nice kills indeed on site.
Quite smart there from Bitpoint. They were just, as soon as they worked out that they were all pretty much on the site, they were just pushed out, cleared out all the angles. They were all being really logical about it. It was really smart.
Bitpoint Academy as well. Bear in mind it was like a stack. I feel like they could have done better to set up some crossfires and stuff there, because all that really happened is 2 people faced early, got taken down, and then the other 3 just sort of got sprayed down by Kuma. really feel like they could have done better there. But again, just this slow play. They've taken banana control early. They've got apps control, so they've got a lot of map control to play with. They've left the bomb down at T-spawn. Someone's just going to salvage that now. But yeah, it just shows again how slow they're playing it. And with this banana control, it's looking like they're regrouping, stacking up, going towards B.
Yeah, Bitpoint Academy, nothing special really coming out from them at this point. They do have the economy this round, and they've got 2 AWPs to work with, 1 on each side. At this point, it's going to be a case of having to hit the shots. If the Academy really want to try and get back into this and not let the score line really sort of push them away early on.
Yeah, good utility coming in, and Kerem, he's going to find one, lands a second shot as well. This is a brilliant hold from the Academy. Joshi going to find another one as well, so that's 2 for them. And it's all on Toei. He's burnt in that Molotov a bit. Joshi facing again. He's going to find Toei as well. That's a very, very solid hold from Bitpoint Academy, and a well-earned round. Quite an important one as well.
First one on the board, and that essentially could save them economically. Really smart. I think Bitpoint, they played it a lot slower, and that's what messed it up for them possibly. They didn't really seem to know how to push onto the site, and just the individual kills cost them.
Yeah, it's also the fact that like Molotov comes in, and instead of sort of falling back off it and saying, oh, maybe we'll regroup or whatever, they go for it. And I think that it's not always a bad thing, like having that momentum of just going for it. But in that scenario, they just got picked off by the AWP there on Kerem and just lost out completely. This double AWP, though, might be what brings Bitpoint Academy back into this one. They're doing it well at the moment. Bitpoint no balling up towards long. Alex can take down Tui, but Matchy going to trade it, and Lunatic going to get one on apps as well. So it's a 3 versus 3 now. They know where Lunatic is, so Nade's going to rain in on him. Gets tagged down to low HP. Surely this is going to be cleared by Vex. That's exactly what he's going to do. So 3 on 2. Bitpoint have got the site. Bomb's going down, and now it's a retake. Joshi and Kerem both coming in from different angles, and it's possible. Like, Bitpoint players are relatively low. It's just they've got the after plants now, and only 1 kit on the Academy side.
Still possible, Academy. They do have a bit of utility to work with. There goes that Molotov, and quite a decent position here, and a nice shot by Kerem.
Nice shot from Kerem, yeah. Vex are going to get tagged low. He is going to get the kill, though, and Vex and Matchy cleaning up there. Good round from them, putting it 6-1, and not letting Bitpoint Academy get too comfortable with anything. They get around, and they don't let them string another one. They've let them have one, and they've shut them down.
Yeah, I felt it was that round the Academy. They were sort of really slow to really understand and read the situation. Just the slow retake might have cost them just a little bit. I think Bitpoint, they did so well on that retake. As soon as they worked out, they were up towards B and got the kills towards A. Did really well.
Yeah. Matchy, brilliant stuff there. 2 kills from him. Big openings as well. And Bitpoint Academy, it's not even like they were eco frags. They've invested relatively heavily into this round and just gone for that early aggression, and it obviously just hasn't worked out at all for them. So Bitpoint with the man advantage, pushing up towards A. Smitty is going to take down Kuma, so that's bringing it on to a 3-on-3. Matt G, though, going to take down Lunatic, so 2 versus 2. They know Smitty's on the site somewhere. Don't 100% know where he is yet, though, but he has been taken down. So it leaves it on to Joshi. 2 versus 1 clutch. He's coming in from a good position. I think he knows where Matt G is. Just trying to not give away where he is too much.
Only got a Famous to work with. It will be difficult for him to really retake this. Pushing out on the site here.
He knows where Matt is. He just wants to find Vex first, but Vex, he's got the reactions and the more HP, and he can take out Josh, no problem there. So 7th round on the board for Bitpoint, and not a very good economy for the Academy side. So Looking like they're going to have to eco this one. Let Bitpoint have 8.
Considering Bitpoint are on the T side, they've done really well. As lots of people I know actually just consider this quite a CT-sided map. So if you've got 7 rounds early on, you've got the confidence to really push on and a chance to really go on and win this series.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing a fun stack from Bitpoint Academy here, just all holding mid, not necessarily pushing it yet, and they're all going to face together, and they're going to take down Matt G, but little do they know, the teams have already got onto the site, but they've had to go back for the bomb, and this is where this gets dangerous, because if the Academy side can kill whoever has the bomb, if they can kill Tui, this could be quite big, but Mad Specs is coming in from behind. And they have managed to get the bomb safely to B, so looking like this round will go in the favour of Bitpoint here. Still good damage though, like for an eco.
Definitely.
Academy have done well.
I'm still really impressed with how Mad Specs has got, how essentially both sides have rotated over. So like the CT side, we're pretty much being sandwiched in by the Ts. Mad Specs, as soon as they got that B control, they just pushed through and had the whole map to themselves.
Yeah, he's always catching them off guard, always in those low positions. He's done it so well throughout the day. And always just right behind you when you're not expecting him to be. But again, very good eco from the CT side, managing to pick up 3 kills there. And that's going to allow them to have a decent buy. No AWP, but 5 M4s, good amount of utility. And just going to be playing this one quite defensive.
Yeah, Bitpoint have just gone for a bit of default this round, not holding too much towards one particular site. Who and Tui going to be towards A, rest of Bitpoint towards B, and early on Banana and the apartment control is in favour of Bitpoint.
Yeah. Yeah, again, just so much control. So much control from Bitpoint. I respect the Academy's decision to play it much more passive and play back on the sites, but they've just given up so much control. They've lost Banana, they've lost apps. All they've really got is sight, but Kerem, he's creeping up down mid, and well, Kuma and Tui don't know it, but Tui's going to get taken down. Kerem, there we go, that flank paid off, but Kuma's going to trade it out, so 4 on 3, and it's a little bit messy at the moment, not going to lie. There's
That was quite a smart decision by Kerem to actually just fall back off that, considering he could have gone on to get more kills.
Yeah.
Switching Alex.
Gee, it's a nice spray, but 1v3, best he can do here. If he gets a bomb plant, then it's extra money. Really don't see him clutching this though with 23 HP.
Actually, I think he's just about lost it.
Doesn't want to be dying after time though, and it's good that he didn't. So I think that was the smart move there. Go for the bomb plant, and if he dies, then he doesn't die after time, which is good. And if he gets the bomb plant, then it buys him more time to not die after time. Because obviously that's the worst thing happening there. If timer runs out, then you get faced, and you got no money, and then you're screwed.
Tui, the only player going to invest into for Bitpoint. The economy actually favouring the Academy side, considering the round difference. So the Academy play their cards right, they could get something good going here.
I wonder if that's a misbuy from Tui there, just because
I reckon it was.
Yeah, so do I. So do I, because other players don't even have Kevlar. Just they haven't actually forced up. It's a nice shot from Matt G though, and a good flank that the CT side were just completely unaware of, and the A players now, I think they've clocked onto what's going on here, but it might even be too late. Bitpoint are on a roll.
Only Alex is the closest to really being able to do anything on the B side. He is just going to wait, however, for his teammates. Work out what they're going to get.
Gun's been spotted. There we go. He's been baited out.
Flashbang not going to do anything though. I think Bitpoint is just going to save on to what they've got here. 2 AKs gained. That is something. It is going to be Bitpoint who pick up an eco round and a 9th round for the Academy. Time running out to really do anything, get back into it. Got to start picking up rounds. It's do or die for the Academy.
Yeah, big kills coming in from the Academy. They're getting 3 of the Bitpoint players as they try and hunt, but timeout here. What do you think they're saying in this timeout, the Academy?
The Academy, it'll be a case that they possibly have to go a bit more for this map control because they're giving up the map control so easy, especially towards B, towards the apartment. And that's what's costing them, because as soon as Bitpoint are pushing towards the sites, getting the map, then the Academy, it's difficult for them to really retake because they're in such fine sort of positions. It's difficult for them to really do much together.
So you think this round maybe someone will take long haul control? Maybe we'll see a little bit of aggression towards Banana?
I think the Academy, that's what they need to do a bit more. Get this stronger control.
There's 3 guys over towards B, and that's exactly what's happening. There's people on the Banana corner, and it's looking like they might be trying to fight for the Banana control here. And again, look, long haul. That's exactly what they've done. Long haul control and Banana control. We called it perfectly, but Kuma...
Brilliant. Proud of that.
Yeah, Kuma finding both kills, so completely opening up the A site, and they're just going to walk on and get the plant.
So
they did what they needed to do. They just didn't win the fights.
Exactly. That's what's really cost them. Kerem does also get an AK from that. So Macy really got the kill there. Bitpoint, they're not actually hunting for these exit frags either. They're just doing what they did earlier on Inferno. They were pushing, getting the site control and then holding the site.
They haven't got a huge amount of money, so they can't really afford to be hunting for them. They don't really want to let the Academy save, but not a lot you can do about it, because if they end up dying, they have not got enough money to reinvest all of these guns into next round, so just got to let them have it.
Economy not looking too good for the Academy, as it's been all game. Bitpoint with the stronger Academy and lots of utility. Bitpoint investing all they can. Time really is running out for them to really do anything, but still got a second half. Anything can happen.
Just seeing 10 rounds, like Bitpoint Academy could bring this back to 10-5. They could bring this back no problem, but at the moment, 2 rounds on the board. If we see a 13-2, I feel like Bitpoint could easily close this out. And Kuma, he's going to find a fast frag as well to Smitty, who's still trying to fight for that apps control. They're just not winning these fights, and it's costing them these early advantages that they can't really be giving away.
What's confused me is the Academy. They obviously played that a lot more aggressively last round. They've just gone back to what they were doing before, which is just playing it really passively, not being too aggressive.
Matt G, fantastic angle there. It's a shame he couldn't get both of them, but Bitpoint just kind of walking straight into him. Vex as well, going to find one onto Kerem, and they should just be able to fly onto this A site. Lunatic, he's got one on his head, and Mads Vex going to find the kill. Shouldn't have really had that one. He sees the shadow falling onto him.
Alex not doing anything too great here. Another ball's going to be coming in for the Academy. Is it too late, though? Bitpoint on course for an 11th round. 4 players still alive and still got a little bit of utility in hand.
Bitpoint Academy's money is in absolute bits as well, so even after this time, that's a nice shot from Madspex as well to close that one out. But even after this timeout, they're not going to be able to buy into this round. So we're looking at 12 rounds for Bitpoint, surely. And best that the Academy can be getting here is 12-3, unless they pull some crazy eco round out the bag.
Of course,
Seems
if you
like-
missed it earlier, we had an interview with one of the Bitpoint players. I think it was Vex, the captain, and he was saying how the Academy have been beating them in a recent scrim, and if Bitpoint could beat the Academy side in this, it would be a really nice bit of revenge. And at this point, it's looking really good for Bitpoint.
Yeah.
At this point, it is looking really good for Bitpoint. I see what I did there. I hate myself for it.
I feel like Bitpoint, after that first map, kind of sat down, had a proper talk, and said, right, like, because obviously these last two maps have been such a stomp, and to lose the first map against them, we were sort of thinking, wow, this is actually going to be close. And then it goes to a third map, and Bitpoint are just playing like this, and it's absolutely brilliant. They've obviously worked out how to counter it, so big aggression coming in from the Academy, and they are going to find Kuma. The Bitpoint surely going to clean up here. Ooh. Tui's going to take Smitty, but Alex going to trade it out as well. So they have actually got this man advantage. But Bitpoint, they know what's going on. They're just going to go plant a B, and they know it will be clear. That's exactly what they're doing. Checking their corners, but inevitably going to get the bomb down, and should just take a free round here. But the Academy have got 2 AKs out of it, and they could go for this retake.
I think they are going to go for it. They need to really do what they can to really survive any more scares. And Molotov is going to slow them down.
Yeah, the only thing is here, they've really got to hit these headshots because they haven't got Kevlar, and they're just getting mowed down. Mad Specs, 3 frags for him, and Vex getting 1. Absolute shutdown.
Mad Specs was in a good position as well, just hiding behind the fountain. 15th round then, Bitpoint, 12-2 they lead. It's not looking as embarrassing as last map for the Academy, but Bitpoint, I hate to say it, this is just kind of proving why Bitpoint are the main team.
Yeah, definitely. So the Academy, they've invested 2 AWPs into this round just to try and bring something back, because if they can get the 3rd round, then it's possible, and that's exactly what they're doing. Alex going to take down Matt G. He's just going to fall back off of that kill as well. They've got the man advantage. No need to over-aggress into it. He's done well there.
And early on, actually, when the Academy had 2 AWPs, it did start to work out in their favour. They were able to pick up these kills. I'm scared for the Academy. It might be a little bit too late. So he gets Smitty.
Big press Tui going in, finds 2. Vex is going to burn, though. After Lunatics died, so a bit of an afterlife kill from him, but 3-on-3 retake, and they're all coming in. They're all pretty close. So this could just be a quick retake, but obviously they've got 2 AWPs, so all Bitpoint really got to do is delay here. Tui's going to take down Joshi, going to find another as well, possibly the ace for him. It's looking like he's pushing for it. Tui! Can't find the ace. Kuma's going to rob it with that grenade. 4 kills, really done. A brilliant round. Brilliant half from Bitpoint. 13-2.
This is our decided map then, and at this point, there's not much that can be decided. Bitpoint at this point running away with it. 13-2 they're leading here. Considering the Academy starts off really well on cash, it's kind of been falling away from the Bitpoint. As soon as they start to get the rounds on cash, they've sort of grown off that. Confidence is growing in the Bitpoint camp, and you can see that. And in terms of kills, no one player really sort of running away here. All the players sort of hovering around 11 to 15 kills. The Academy carry on doing what we can do. And at this point, the Academy, they've just got to get as many rounds as they can. Play it really quickly, possibly.
It's all pretty balanced. This pistol round is very important for the Academy, though. So let's get some hype going for this pistol round, because this is really Bitpoint Academy's last chance of getting into this game. They can take this pistol round. There's hope. If they lose it, then surely Bitpoint have just got this game in the bag.
No defuse kit available to Bitpoint. That could be influential as well. There's a bit of utility available to Kerem early on here, but
they're just flying up B. They're coming in. They're getting mowed down. They've found a couple of kills, though, but Mad Specs, he's found 2, and he's just falling straight back. And Kuma, he's caught him off guard as well. He's going to find 1. Alex going to trade it out, but it's a 3-on-2 now, and they're coming in from behind as well, Matt G, so they've got this pincer maneuver going on. Mad Specs is very low, though, so he's just finding that head glitch. Really defensive angle from him. Tui can't seem to land a shot. There it is, though, and Tui going to find both of them. Big kills from him to close out that round, and surely that's it for Bitpoint Academy.
It was really difficult for the Academy, considering they had Bomb dropped in a position, sort of Bitpoint, it favoured them. It really didn't look too good. The Academy, oh, that was just such a good round from the Bitpoint B defense.
Yeah, Matchy coming up behind and making sure that they can't go back and rotate round to A. It was just so well played.
If the Academy work this out together, if they start to play a bit more synchronized, maybe they can get something. They need to stop going sort of in individually. If they can sort of push out together, I reckon they've got a chance of getting this A side.
Possibly, but
only 2 players actually left holding the side for Bitpoint. 2E. Let's get 1.
He's gonna find a second as well. So gets traded out by Karam eventually, but and another one from Karam. So that brings it onto a 3-on-3. That's pretty big stuff. But the Academy again getting mowed down. Vex 2 kills with that MP9. Alex gonna trade 1 back, but still 2-on-1. Trying to keep him in this. He's got to jump up to get the bomb as well. Oh no, he found it.
I thought he was picking up a weapon actually.
Oh yeah, maybe he was.
I don't know if Alex reloaded that in time, did he? Yeah, he did. Bitpoint, look at this. They're reading this so well.
They know where he is now though, and Mad Specs gonna get the kill. They've played it well, they've played it slow, and they're just going in. They don't need to like rush. They've got 2 kits and they can just take as much time as they like.
Kuma gets the defuse, and this is it. Bitpoint on match point. Pick up the title, potentially, of the ACS.
Yeah. Take home that prize money. Be nice for him. So here we go. Potential final round. Bitpoint versus Bitpoint Academy. It's been a big stomp from Bitpoint on this map. The Academy team, they've forced out what they can buy. And Karam doesn't appear to actually have anything. He's just got a Glock and a flashbang. So not really understanding that one.
Bitpoint most likely hitting towards this A site. Oh, Matt going to be getting Karam with a shotgun though. And there's a second for him.
Another.
This could be it for Bitpoint. The Academy.
Closing it out. Smitty going to find a nice kill. He's going to find 2. That's really brought him back into this. And Vex going to take down Alex, but Josh trades it back straight back in, and it's a 2-on-2, and they've really brought themselves back into this.
Oh, that was well played by Vex.
Joshy gets the trade, so he's keeping it alive. There's not a lot of hope, but he's keeping it alive.
Oh no, Mad Specs might just have bomb. He's got bomb.
Bomb, Josh should have taken it with him.
It's going to be down to an aim duel. Mad Specs 1-on-1 then. He's left to try and win it.
Coming from as well, and the headshot comes in. Mad Specs closes it out. Bitpoint GG are your ACS Season 2 champions. They're going to be taking home the prize money, and they're going to be taking home the title. Very well played from both teams, though, and big result for Bitpoint as an organization.